It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm going to party like it's my birthday. This is my yearly birthday celebration. I hope you're having a great start to the new year. And I am grateful for you tuning in, watching live or the replay. And I have some wonderful guests that are going to be joining here for my birthday celebration. And if you'd like to join us for the birthday celebration, send me a direct message on Facebook right now, and I'll send you the link to join us live. So Happy New Year for those of you that I have not said Happy New Year yet. So Happy New Year. I'm excited to be here with you, and I'm excited to talk about this topic today that we're going to share, how to elevate your manifesting energy in 2026 so that you can manifest more money. And let me begin first by telling you a little bit about me, and then I'll bring my guests over. So my name is Evie Diaz, and I am the expert on the simplest method of manifesting financial freedom, which I call the FAB money scripting method. And I am a financial empowerment speaker, and I am on a mission to help heart-centered female entrepreneurs, those of you who are speakers, authors, coaches, trainers, content course creators, podcasters, to really go from feeling financially frustrated to feeling, acting, and being a financially free fabpreneur. And part of being and becoming that financially free fabpreneur is really understanding your energy, because money responds to energy. And so today I'm going to be sharing some gifts. I'm going to be giving away some gifts for those of you that are live on the live stream. And also I'm going to be sharing some great news of what we have coming up for this year so that you have an opportunity to join us. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring my fabulous guest, one of who is a co-host in our events. So I'll begin with showing Carolyn. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you for joining
happy birthday.
me. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please introduce yourself and tell people all about you. Are you there? Okay. You are frozen. So let me bring in Charlotte. Hello,
Hi.
Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. Oh, I love the thing. Oh my God. Yay. I love it. That looks so good on you. I needed one like that. I actually have a real crown.
Well, you deserve a real crown.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate it. Now, let me get back to Carolyn introducing, and then I'll come right back to you.
No problem.
Stay there with us. I love how you look beautiful as always. Carolyn, please introduce yourself.
Okay, am I frozen or
No,
is it
you're
working
good
now?
You're good.
I'm good now. Okay, well, the sun's out, so the lines are warmed up now.
Yes.
But I'm Carolyn Mann, and I am the money lady. I help families and especially women entrepreneurs to learn how.
Oh, she's freezing again.
Am I freezing? Oh,
yeah, you're talking in and out.
Okay.
Try it again.
All right. So I am the money lady. I teach women entrepreneurs how to put down roots to grow their money. And I've learned how to do this by paying attention in my former career as a plant lady. That is anything I learned. You got to pay attention to your plants and give them the right conditions. And a lot of times we don't know what those conditions are. So I help you bring those right conditions to your money so your money can grow.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now go ahead real quickly, Charlotte, because I'm going to do an 11-11 intention. And actually, we'll introduce you in a second, Charlotte, because I want to go ahead and do 11-11. So it's 11-11 right now. Yes. And at 11-11, I always have music. Do you hear it? I always have my phone set up to alarm to music, which is one of the things that I recommend you all do, and set an intention. So let's stop right now. And let's set an intention before we introduce more people. So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes or just keep them open, whatever you want. And we're going to set an intention at 11:11. Today, our intention is to feel great, to feel healthy, to be in an energy of abundance, to feel gratitude for every little blessing. Today, our intention is to be present, to be available, to be aware. Our intention is to feel, act, and be like a financially free fabpreneur. And our intention is to collaborate with each other, grow with each other, and to make this the best year yet. In other words, we want and we see us becoming our financially free fabpreneur future self in a healthy way, both physically and mentally. And because of this, we're setting our intention right now at 11:11, and so it is. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, you could open up your eyes now, Carolyn. I don't know if you're frozen, but go ahead and open up your eyes. And by the way, if you're watching us for the very first time, today is my birthday. I'm celebrating here with two fabulous women from our fabpreneur community, and they were introducing themselves. And Charlotte, you were going to introduce yourself. And I want to let you know that if you want to join us, just send me a direct message right now on Facebook, and I'll send you the link for you to join us. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Hi, yes, my name is Charlotte Dowdell, and I'm CEO and founder of Charlotte's Breast Cancer Survivors. Um, what I do, I fit women with no insurance or underinsured. I fit them for the silicone breast forms and mastectomy bras, and I give it to them for free or on a sliding scale base. So if you know anyone that need my help, please have them Facebook me, call me. My number is on my Facebook, and I would love to help them this year. We want to start this year off with a bang.
Yay!
Yay!
I love that. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love it. So I am sending a message to, there's someone out there that's watching. So please tell us your name. Where are you tuning in from? Tell us right there in the chat. Let us know if you want to join us at the live stream, and we will make sure to send you the live stream. And I apologize that I sent it a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties, really of a weird nature, that for some reason everybody who signed up ended up in an old email address. So when I looked on my Kajabi, it didn't look like anybody had signed up, but I got these emails because I have it signed up so that people who sign up, I get a notice. And I had these emails, but I didn't know. So I ended up sending the links late. But if you want to join us, just let me know. I'm watching the Facebook. So, first of all, let's talk about how do we celebrate ourselves and why it is important that we celebrate ourselves. Do you have any idea of why it's important that we celebrate ourselves?
To make us feel special. We want to feel special, and we have to love ourselves, and we have to be number one to ourselves. And that's why we always celebrate ourselves.
I love it. And what about you, Carolyn? Let me see if I can put the light better. Go ahead, Carolyn. Share with us why.
I was going to say, because I'm reading through Dwayne Dyer's Excuses Be Gone. A good day to let everybody know this is me, and I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm just trying to be me, especially on your birthday.
Absolutely. And oh man, my light went totally off now. My light went totally off. Of course, it's so wonderful that sometimes things happen when you don't want them to happen like that. But I went to fix my light and instead I ruined it. So let's talk about this. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can fix it. Yeah, I got no light. Well, unfortunately, I have no light and something happened. I went to fix the light and instead I turned off the light. And for some reason, it's not working. Let's see.
But
There
we
it
can
is.
see. Yeah, we
Well,
can
let's
see.
talk about the importance of celebrating. So I'm going to ask you to really focus on the importance of celebrating. First of all, yes, celebrating helps us individually to feel good about ourselves. And that's very important because anytime that we are manifesting, which is the word that I use for money manifesting, we want to have elevated energy. And, I don't know about you, but during the holidays, and I spoke to Carolyn yesterday, I was flying high. I felt so good because I was with my sister, my nieces, my husband, of course, and family members. And we just had the most amazing holiday celebration. And, it is important for us to do more of that more frequently because we want to elevate our energy. One of the people that I love to quote, and I quote him often, is Dr. David Hawkins. And he was the creator of the map of consciousness. And many people have followed him and spoken about the level that we must be in order to manifest money. And do you know what level that is?
I forget.
It's a level 500. So he developed a scale that goes from zero, not zero really. It's more like it goes from, I think it might be 0 to 1,000. And so 1,000 would be someone like the Buddha, Jesus Christ. And those are people that are vibrating at an extremely high level because they are sentient beings, if you want to call it that. They are people that whose consciousness is very high. And to manifest, we want to be at a 500. Now, do you know or remember, because I've mentioned it before, currently the United States and most of the world, do you know at what frequency we are right now?
Mm.
Guess.
3.
No.
300?
No. Trying to bring in more light because I feel like I look dark. So we are currently at 200 as a nation, and we
200.
sometimes go low. So 200 is the borderline. So we are vibrating as a nation under where we should be for manifesting good stuff. And most of us, a lot of times, when we are focused on lack, limitation, fear, guilt, anxiety, frustration, those emotions are very low. So what we want to do is go to a place of love. And what better than to love ourselves? And if you want to get a quick boost, there's things you can do. Like, for example, how many of you have a pet? You have a pet? How do you
The cat.
feel when you like are with your cat, are playing with your cat, or perhaps you're petting the cat? How do you feel?
I feel
You
good,
feel
very high
good.
energy.
Yes. And so that's one way that you can elevate real quickly if you're feeling low. That's why research shows that pets are so good for heart blood pressure, to release stress. And so that's also a good way to elevate our energy. So, like for example, when I'm with my little Bubby, the princess Bubby, the bunny, my bunny, I of course, you know, I could rub her rabbit foot as people think that's good luck, but I just pet her all over because she makes me feel so good. And over the holidays, I noticed how good I was feeling. That I share this with Carolyn, that her dog, her new dog, which is actually my niece's dog, is a little temperamental. And even for them, they're like, oh, touch him, but be careful, be mindful. And I developed this great relationship that I was training him, and they started calling me at the end the trainer because Maui was responding to my good energy, and Maui was turning so I can pet the belly. And only one time that was he playing with me where he took out his teeth and tried to grab my arm, and I said no, Maui. But most of the whole time that I was there, and I was there for about 10 days, he just became someone that was started to bark when I came, to someone who was just excited to see me. And I really think it was because of my energy. And so this year, as we begin, we want to be really mindful of our energy. And celebrating ourselves is a great way to have a higher consciousness. Also, did you know that hugging releases oxytocin? Does anybody or have you ever heard of the word oxytocin? Who has heard of that word?
No.
Okay. Well, we release, good for you, Charlotte, oxytocin when we're hugging somebody. So if you have a special someone in your life and you're feeling low or you're not in alignment with your financial intentions for 2026, go ahead and hang on to someone and give them a hug. And while you're hugging them, start really feeling that energy of love. And believe it or not, I would even say start thinking about your intentions and start really feeling your intentions. So just like I said that 11:11, you should set your alarm every day for 11:11 so that you can set your intention and have like that music and then be quiet for just 1 minute. And at 11:11, just say, I'm going to set the intention for this day. So one of the things I teach inside of our Abundance Accelerator is this idea of journaling or practice writing in a certain way, right? And the idea is here. By now, you probably heard that our subconscious mind does not know the difference between reality and what's not reality. And the only way that we can really change that is by rewiring our brain. And many neuroscientists, like the most recent one that just passed last year, Dr. Doty, who was a well respected neuroscientist who didn't believe in God or anything, because as most scientists are very practical, he looked into manifesting, wrote 2 books on manifesting. And for me, he totally explained my method, the FAB money scripting method. So I want to encourage you to check out my method, the FAB money scripting method, because what I've done, and it's my method because I came up with the name FAB money scripting, and yet many neuroscientists and scientists and the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. Are you guys familiar with the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza?
No.
You can Google him. I was listening to him a lot during the holidays, and just before that, I never really did, and just came to realize how similar what he talks about from his research, because he's done a lot of research on the rewiring of the mind. For him, he does it for healing the physical body, but I talk about from a point of changing your energy, changing your identity from who you were to who you want to be so that you can be energetically attracting money. So this is a new year and I want to know from you, what are you already doing that is different from what you used to do last year? I want to hear from both of you. Who wants to start? What are you doing differently? In other words, your identity. And I want you to understand this. Psychologists, when I went to school for undergrad in psychology, they used to say that identity is always the same, that it never changes. Now there's 2 school of thoughts. And the second school of thought now says that identity can be changed. And a lot of the research, like from Dr. Benjamin Hardy, who, by the way, wrote a book that I'm encouraging our community to take up with me to read this year, which is The Science of Scaling. Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks a lot about the future self. And what he recommends is that we become our future self now. And a lot of what I talk about when I teach on the Abundance Accelerator is about feeling, acting, and being like your financially free fabpreneur future self now. And that comes directly from the work of researchers and well-known speakers and authors like Dr. Benjamin Hardy, like Dr. Joe Dispenza, and like Dr. Doty. And the reason is because by practicing this very, very practical, fast way of writing as your financially free fabpreneur future self every day, you are indeed rewiring your brain to really see you, feel you, and experience life as your financially free fabpreneur's future self. And yet it only works when you practice it daily. Because here's what it is. Today, I'm proud to say I'm over 50. So I've been over 50 years trained to be in a certain way. 50 years of this pattern, 50 years of these negative beliefs and limited way of being. In order for me to be able to have a breakthrough and transform, I must practice a different way of being. So I come back to the question, so either one of you can answer. How are you practicing being different already into the 6th day of 2026? Because if you want to elevate your manifesting energy in 2026, yes, you can do these little hacks that I just mentioned, hugging your loved one, petting your pet, and there's more to it if you really want to rewire your brain. So I want to hear from you now. What are you doing differently already in today's 6 of 2026? What are you doing?
Well, what I'm
Well,
doing,
Well, Carolyn, I saw you first.
go ahead, Charlotte.
no, go ahead. Well,
It kind
okay,
of
well,
started.
Okay, one of you start. Charlotte, go ahead. Because
okay, basically what I'm doing different this year, I have a neighbor that have no kids. She have no family. And since I'm not working anymore and I'm retired, thank you God, I've been spending more time with her, trying to make sure she get to her doctor's appointments, giving her a hug, just like you said. As I when I talk to her, go to her house, I give her a nice big hug, and she look forward to that every single day for me to come over and give her a hug and check on her. So that's what I'm doing different so far this year.
awesome. I like that.
Wow.
Carolyn.
Well, I was going to say it kind of started in the last 60 days that I started with the abundance accelerator program with you, Evie, that I start the morning with a meditation of thankfulness and gratitude, and then I do my reading and journaling, and then I also just re-recorded my I am statements where you say I am attracting abundance. I am, oh, you can't do it for how many years? 60 years. It's time to reprogram the brain.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's another author that I have the book here. I forgot the name of it, that he talks about also that can help you as far as a hack for how to do different things. Believe it or not, you can do simple things to remind you that you're becoming someone else, like switching your toothbrush hand. So let's say you always use your right hand, start using your left hand in the morning. Do you want to practice that? That is a great way. And actually, he's a brain expert. I'm trying to look at the name, but I can't see it from here because I have his book right here. He's a brain expert, and he talks about how that helps you to change your brain. So, for those of you that are really, really looking at how you're going to transform your life this year, because if you don't start right now practicing every day and start every day like a new day, by next week you'll forget. Like most people right now that they started with the New Year's resolutions. I just listened to Dr. Mindy Peltz talk about a case study, a research study rather, that came out in a psychological journal, in a psychology journal, and it said that about 90% of people who set New Year's resolutions or goals, by next week, they'll have forget about them. So that's why every day is a new beginning, and you want to do little things just to play around. Like, for example, the brush, okay? You can do that. Another thing that this particular author I'm thinking about suggests is like taking cold water at the beginning or at the end of your shower, and it really works. It works physiologically in the body. There's research proving that the cold water energizes you, but it also works to help you remember that you're becoming someone else. So at the end of your shower, go ahead and put some cold water, and remind yourself, wait a minute, I'm not longer being that. Here's another thing you can do besides all these little things. Like I said, set the intention on 11/11, start journaling in a different way. The other thing that you can do, how many of you have heard the saying, what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
You may have grown up. So then here's a trick on that, a different way of thinking about it, which you could still say, what would Jesus do? You could also say, what would my financially free fabpreneur future self do? I know it's really long and it's like a tongue twister, but really, like during the holidays, I found myself, you know, saying that to myself. What would I as my financially free fatpreneur future self do? And so today and every day, start asking yourself that. In other words, like let's say that you spend hours and hours watching TV. Well, how much is watching TV going to get you in your life? Right? Like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I like to watch TV and I sometimes have the TV as I'm working, right? But I'm becoming more and more mindful of like, instead of watching regular TV, what I do is I put YouTube on the TV and I watch more YouTube videos. Like right now, it's a special time for me, not just because it's the new year, not just because it's my birthday, but because I decided to really be mindful of my eating. And that is because I'm getting older. And so I'm actually fasting now. I'm on a 2-day water fast. So I'm actually fasting for health reasons. And I follow Dr. Mindy Peltz. If you want to take a look at Fast Like a Girl, one of the books that I have read from her. And right now, there are over 100,000 people that are joining her on a YouTube live stream for the past few days on how to fast like a girl. And, it's not necessarily for losing or releasing weight, it's for health benefits because it's a fantastic way to regenerate your stem cells. And so I'm on day 2, and I'm not going to lie, day 1 was really hard, especially after the New Year's and overeating. I gained like 3 or 5 pounds, depending on the day I weighed myself over the holidays of eating and drinking. And so it regenerates your stem cells, and it is also a way to get clarity in the brain. Yes, while the first day is hard, I'm not going to lie. Yesterday was really hard and I was really sleepy, and I did get to sleep. It also is a way to gain clarity. It is also a spiritual practice that you can have. So I want to invite you to do a fast if you want. And you could check it out by checking out Dr. Mindy, Fast Like a Girl, on YouTube. And there's a big community right now, over 100,000 of us that are fasting. And it is amazing to really, like right now, thank God I don't have a headache. And to really start thinking of your body, yourself. Your body is your temple, and then to really start being that different woman. So fasting and eating differently is part of my financially free fatpreneur future self, because by now you've probably heard that health is your greatest wealth. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
So of all these things that I've mentioned, what are things that you believe that you can do to remind yourself that you are changing your identity from who you were last year, or even who you've been over the past 50 years, to who you want to be now? What resonates with any of those hacks that I shared with you? What resonates with something that you will try?
Well, to be honest with you, Evie, I do this every year from the 8th to the 9th. But when I fast, it's 24 hours, it's not 2 days, and I drink no water and no food for 24 hours, which will be on the 8th this week. And this is something I've done since I was a kid. We were raised and born to do this. So, yes, I totally understand what you're saying. And yes, it does make a difference in how you feel. And this is my time that I give back to God, because I do believe in God. And I don't drink. I don't do any of that during this time, this whole week, since January the 2nd to the 10th. I don't drink. I don't do anything that I would normally do, because this is my time that I'm giving back to God, because He helped me through the year. And now I'm sacrificing myself for Him to help me grow and be part of your group and believe in what you're doing, because you've been amazing. Since I've started with you, you've been truly amazing.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte. I can't wait to meet you and give you a hug. I want to give you a hug right now. I want to give you a hug right now. You're so obviously beautiful on the outside, but just so amazingly beautiful inside. And yes, I can relate to that, Charlotte. I think that that's why for me it's a spiritual thing, because when I was a kid, I used to do fasting too. So that's very good. I see Dr. LaDonna. I'm going to bring her in just a bit. But as I bring her in, go ahead and thank you, Charlotte, for sharing. And Carolyn, go ahead and share. Let me.
Also started a fast
You
yesterday.
did?
Yes, a friend of mine did a challenge on Facebook, a liquids only fast, but I got a really bad headache, so I did have some chicken broth with carrots in it. But I feel much better today.
Yes.
Yeah, I do feel more clear in my mind since I did that.
Yes, 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 yes. That is so awesome. So when we do everything that we do, let's be more purposeful this year. And let's see if Dr. LaDonna can tune in. It says unstable connection. I don't know if it's my unstable or hers. Can you guys see her and see her move?
There
No, I
she
can't see
is.
her.
I see her.
I see her, but she's frozen on mine. Is she frozen on yours?
Yeah, she's frozen.
Let's see if she comes in. So once again, do you understand the relationship between who we are being today and who we want to be, and the importance of doing these little acts to remind us that we're shedding the old skin, we're shedding who we were, and we're becoming this new identity? I mean, what are your thoughts regarding at our age, the fabulous 50 plus age, our ability to be able to really change our identity? What are your thoughts about that? Oh, Dr. LaDonna, I think we could see you move now.
I see her now.
Yes. It's
Yay.
say hello. You're having
Yay.
unstable connection, it says.
So can you hear me now and see
Yes.
me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
So we're
So
talking about, go ahead.
I heard you earlier about fasting, and I am not fasting today or yesterday. So I missed that. But yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. I'm so grateful that you're here. So what we're talking is about how do we elevate our manifesting energy in 2026. And one of the things that I teach based on research from many neuroscientists and psychologists, in my program, I talk about us becoming a financially free fatpreneur self, and how these little hacks that we've been talking about, even fasting can be considered a hack to me anyway, to remind us that we can shed who we were to become this new identity. And I talked about there's research now where when I was going for undergrad for a psychology degree, they were saying that your identity is intact. Now there's research and there's two school of thoughts that we can actually change our identity. And the thing is, and specifically the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, in his work, he works with the Heart Math Institute and other very, very well established organizations about this idea of how when we change from the inside out, we transform the world on the outside. So we're talking about what are we going to do very consciously this year to elevate our manifesting energy. In other words, what can we do to change our past identity of who we were in 2025 and who we've been for the past over 50 years, if you're over 50, like I am. So, have you started doing something differently already?
For me, I've been more determined already. I have
Okay.
been more determined on everything that I have been stepping forward.
Okay. Any particular behavior change that you've already started implementing this year?
That positive mindset. I am keeping my positive mindset on everything I do. Everything. I'm not letting
Yes.
anyone bring me down.
Yay!
Good. That's very good. Very good. Very good. And so, what we want to do, okay, and so I go back to we want to have systems and strategies in place, because unfortunately, and the older we have more limiting beliefs because we've existed for longer, heard more, and we've had these tattoos of negative beliefs kind of tattooed in our brain. We want to have systems and strategies. So when you wonder, how can I be more positive? You want to have a system or a strategy for that. So what is your system or strategy? Let's say you said not to let anybody get you down. So when someone says from a business perspective, no, I'm not interested in you, or even from a family perspective, when someone says, oh, like this morning, I had an idea, and somebody said to me, oh, that's not a good idea. So when someone says that, what is your strategy for not allowing that to get you down, or not allowing that to change your energy? What is your strategy?
I don't know if it's a strategy or not for me, but for me, I'm taking a very deep breath in before I do or say anything in return. And I determined toward the end of 2025, I'm going to choose who I explain myself to. I don't have to explain myself to everyone. If they don't like what I'm doing, I don't have to explain myself. It's me and it's my business. And, for me, it's more family than it is my work environment. My family my family's very loving and we're very close, but they're not self motivating. They don't motivate me and they don't motivate themselves. So I have to do it for all of us. And that's my choosing. But I'm going to take care of me first.
I love that. And guess what? That is a strategy. Breathing is a strategy. Breathing, okay? And, one of the things that we're going to practice today, if you want to join us at 4, I'm going to do a humming meditation, and I'm going to do more breathing exercises, because I decided to do this in twofold. One was the live stream, and at 4 o'clock, if you want to rejoin, I'm going to do a Google Meet at 4 o'clock, because a lot of people say they couldn't make it at 11, so they're joining me at 4, and it's my birthday. Hey, I'm going to party like it's my birthday. So I'm going to do a 4 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock, we're going to talk about breathing, because breathing is so important for us. My mom all the time used to say, you speak so fast. I still do. And I always remember saying in Spanish, respira, respira, which is breathe. Breath is very important. And that is a strategy, Dr. LaDonna, when you're with your family. And guess what? That is also a strategy that we can use when we're dealing with clients. If they're not understanding us, we want to breathe and hold back and tell them, let me just breathe a little bit. I need to breathe. Or just, you don't even have to say, just go. And it's a great opportunity for you to hear them and listen to them as they're saying whatever, if they're like have objections. And breathing also helps to regulate your system. And so that is a strategy. And when we talk about elevating to manifest more money this year, we want to come up with different strategies, tactics, whatever term you want to use. So breathing and practicing more self-regulation through the breath is so important. And that's what we're going to do it today at 4 o'clock when we're in our private Google Meet, because we want to learn to breathe more, whether it is to be patient and keep ourselves quiet when somebody's talking, to set an intention, as we're going to see today at 4 o'clock. I'm going to show meditative visualization as a precursor to practicing the FAB money scripting method. It's something that I developed, which is just like meditation, but it's very intentional and spoken out loud. It's almost like a prayer, but you're closing your eyes and you're seeing your future self in your imagination. You're visualizing your future self. And these are important practices for us when we are wanting to manifest money, because many times we don't manifest money because we have a deregulated nervous system. Can anybody relate to that?
Mhm.
So we want to do things to regulate our nervous system. And it could be maybe we're fearful of rejection, maybe we're fearful of asking, right? And so breathing is one technique that we can use to do that. Also, before you do a sales presentation, you can go for a walk, because walking and kind of meditating while walking is a wonderful way to regulate your nervous system. And this, I've heard it before. I just heard it this morning when I was listening to Dr. Mindy's YouTube video about walking, which, by the way, is also a great way to release weight. She was talking about it from a loss perspective. It's a great way to also center ourselves. So if you're doing a sales presentation like Carolyn, I know you do, I don't know if you were planning any coming up, but that's a great way to go for a walk before, or even walk in your home or your apartment, to kind of regulate the nervousness and kind of meditate upon that before you do a sales presentation, so that you're more aligned and just see yourself. Maybe you have to put on, if it helps, different shoes, different clothing, so that you could feel your prosperous self and you're in a better position to ask for the sale. Is this helping you?
Yep.
Mhm.
Anybody
Yes.
want to share some thoughts on this, shed some light on how this is hitting you, how you're receiving this?
Well, it's just good to be open and listening to everyone speak. Honestly, is for me, because I've been in retail for 40 years and I recently retired, and all this is so new to me. And just to hear people talk about what they do and how they handle their life from day to day, it's been really refreshing, because all I ever done was work. So I retired and I'm working 2 days a week, and it's truly been amazing to just be here to listen to you guys. So I'm learning a lot just listening. So for me, it's amazing.
Good. I'm so glad, because we love having you around, because you have such good energy. Carolyn or Dr. LaDana, anything you want to add to that?
Well, I just want to, well, what you were talking about.
Uh, bad
Oh,
signal. Yeah,
oh,
didn't get any of that, Carolyn. I'm
okay. I
sorry.
was just saying, just to be conscious of how you're feeling so that you can do some of these deep breathing exercises or walking. But sometimes you just go ahead without realizing you're tense.
Exactly. It's about being more intentional. So this year, since we're beginning the year, instead of putting goals, yeah, instead of, I mean, you can call them goals or resolutions, let's talk about intentions, setting more positive intentions. And so this afternoon at 4 o'clock, we're going to do more intention setting from this place of being already who we want to be, let's say in 90 days. So one of the things that I've researched and I've written in my book is about 90-day goals or intentions versus a year, because a year is too far, right? And so a month may be too short, but 90 days, it has been shown in research that 90 days is just the amount of time that is most powerful for you to achieve what you want to achieve. And so if you're letting the 90 days go and not realizing, practice another 90 days, but set up 90-day intentions so that you are more likely to achieve it. You feel a little pressure because it's 90 days. It's not so far out, like a year, and you're more likely to achieve your intentions when you set them for 90 days. And Carolyn, that's the reason why the Abundance Accelerator is a 90-day program, because that is what I want you to be experiencing. And yes, you might have to do another 90 days for you. Like, I do these 90 days and 90 days all the time. And when we start studying the book, and I want you guys to take a look at it and let me know if you want to get it for free, because he's been offering, Dr. Benjamin Hardy has been offering his book, The Science of Scaling, for free on Facebook. If you want the link, just let me know, because I saved it in case some women want to listen to it. He's offering the audiobook. And Dr. LaDonna, just so that you know, Dr. Benjamin Hardy is one of the psychologists that's up and coming, really strong, so strong that Tony Robbins did the foreword for his book, The Science of Scaling. And that was a big achievement, because this is a young guy from Orlando. Well, young to me, because I believe he's like 40. that it just finished his PhD less than 10 years ago, and he's making strides online and is a very well paid speaker and author. And he wrote The Science of Scaling. And what I'm doing is suggesting that we begin studying that book together. So if you're watching this, or if you're here now, or on the replay, let me know if you would like to receive his book. I'll send you the link for the
Yes.
audio book. And let me know if you want that to be our first book for our community this year, because I want to talk about some of the things that I want for this year after I hear from you guys. One of them is for us to get back on reading a book a quarter, which is what we done in previous years. And so, how do you guys feel about reading a book on scaling on 90 days? It's a little male oriented, I would say, but I think what he has in his research is powerful. What are your thoughts about that?
I would like it.
How
Yeah,
do you
sounds
feel? How do you feel about that, Carolyn? Like, you're on the 90 day, and the 90 days to push you to do what you're going to do.
I feel it would be, beneficial to just keep everything on track and keep the intentions going.
And do you usually, Dr. LaDonna, thank you, Carolyn, set like 90-day goals? Oh, we have a bad connection there
Oh,
too.
yes,
Yeah.
it's a regular practice in my business to do that every 90. It's called 90-day 90-day madman cycle.
Oh, wow. I like that. So I want you to note that in his book, Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks about setting what he calls impossible goals. That's what he calls them. It's what we will call for a long time the BHAG. Do you remember what BHAG, BHAG stood for?
Mm.
Big, audacious, hairy goals. So, like, for example, if you're setting a goal to do $10,000 a month, your new goal would be to set $20,000 in one of those 3 months.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts? Because I want to let you go, and I want to let we've gone for a while. Any final thoughts as far as one goal that you have for the next 90 days, or one intention for 2026? Let's go around.
Well, my goal is just to be a better person and to try to help as many people as I can, because when I help people, it makes me feel good. So my goal is right now is just to help more people and help them feel good about who they are.
Yay! I like that. I love that. And in turn, you will feel good. What about you, Carolyn? Ah, you're frozen.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
yeah. Go ahead. Say it real
So
quickly before you freeze.
5 new clients each month and 3 new business partners each month. So three business partners and 5 new clients.
Love that. And Dr. LaDonna, so let's see if we can get you now. Okay. I don't think we have you. Okay, so let me just say a couple of things. We're meeting today at 4 o'clock in a Google Meet. If you're watching this, or if you're here and you want to come back, let me know and I'll send you the Google Meet. We're going to do something slightly different there. I also want you to know that we're still meeting for the first time of 2026 on Thursday at 4 o'clock. But we're calling it the Financially Free Happy Hour, or the Financially Free Hour. So we're changing our Thursday meetings to elevate us more, to be more conscious about the money that we're manifesting. As you notice, we changed our Facebook group name. Did you guys notice we changed the name?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice.
Yes, we changed the name of our Facebook group from the Financially Free Fabpreneurs. I'm still getting used to it. So we changed it to the Women Entrepreneurs Entrepreneurs. See, I don't know the name yet. Women Entrepreneurs Manifesting Money. And that's to differentiate our paid membership. It still says financially free fabpreneurs, so people don't lose it. And the reason for that, it's a new year and it's an opportunity for us to refresh in our business. So I'm going to encourage you to think about how you could refresh your business too in 2026. The other thing I wanted to say is that International Women's Day is going to be our first big event of the year, happening on, I believe, is March 8th. So if you want to get involved and collaborate with me to either collaborate in any way you can, like promotional or any other way, make sure you reach out to me and let me know that you want to participate in that event. Okay, it's going to be a combination of a private event and a live stream. And note that on the live stream, we're limited to 11 women. On the Google Meet, of course, we can have unlimited people there. And we are doing this to honor women. And so if you want to be on the planning committee, make sure you reach out to me. I also want to let you know that we have our yearly money manifesting challenge coming up. And if you want to put your name for the money manifesting challenge, make sure that you reach out to me also. This is a yearly event. We have a group that you'll be able to collaborate online on Facebook as you're going through the challenge. It is a 5-day challenge. It is limited to just 8 people because it is a mini challenge. So if you want to participate in that, make sure that you message me now to join our 2026 brand new mini manifesting challenge and just reach out to me. Anything else you ladies want to say before we say goodbye?
Happy birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
You guys want to sing happy birthday to me? Let's sing happy birthday. Happy
Okay.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy
Dear
birthday. Happy birthday to me.
you.
Thank you so much, beautiful ladies. I appreciate you being here. And remember, message me now if you want to join our 4 o'clock p.m. for more celebrations. It's going to be more private, more intimate, but I continue celebrating myself and I celebrate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to making 2026 our most fabulous, financially free year yet.
Yay.
Yay! Thank you. Bye-bye, ladies. Bye.